Someone said to me the other day, I'm in terrible trouble. A man is cursing me all the time. Well, if God be for us, who can be against us? God is never minimal in any of his blessings. He takes you into all that he has. He that spared not his own son, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? God has given us Jesus, the heart of his love, the express image of his person, who is so perfect in brilliance, purity, righteousness, and glory. I've seen him many times, and it always changes me. Your struggle is one of the all things that he freely provides for. Many needs have broken my heart, but I could confidently say to the troubled one, God is greater than your heart, greater than your circumstances, greater than the thing that holds you. God will deliver you if you dare to believe him. But so often we have to remind people and repeat it over and over before people believe God. A dear woman was marvelously delivered and saved, but she said, I'm so addicted to smoking, what should I do? Oh, I said, go on and smoke night and day. She said, sometimes I'll have a glass of wine and it has a hold on me. Oh, I said, drink all you can. It brought some consolation to her, but she was in misery. She said, we play cards. And I said, play on. But after being saved, she called her maid and said, call the store and stop the shipment of those cigarettes. The new life doesn't want it. It has no desire for it. The old is dethroned, and the new life takes over. A clergyman came and said, I have such a strong craving for tobacco. I said, is it the old man or the new? He broke down. I know it's the old, he said. Put off the old man with his deeds. Someone said, I have an improper affection for another. I said, you want revelation? Seeing God has given you Jesus, he will give you all things. He will give you power over that temptation, and it'll be broken. And God broke it. Allow God to touch your flesh. He's already quickened your spirit and brought life to it. So allow him to reign. For he shall reign until all is subdued, where he is king in your life over what you love, your will, your desire, and your plans. He rules as Lord of hosts over you, in you, through you, to chasten you and bring you to the perfection of your desired haven. It's Christ in you. It is the glory. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? At one time, things could separate us, but they can't anymore. We have a vision of where we want to be. What's the vision? To the place where we eat of the hidden manna. When I was baptized in the Holy Spirit, God showed me that when Adam and Eve transgressed and were turned out of the garden, that he put a flaming sword at the gate, a sword of death if they entered in. But the baptism of the Holy Spirit put the tree of life right inside of me and a flaming sword on the outside to keep the devil away from me, so that I could eat of the eternal bread all the time. I'm eating of this wonderful bread of life. It's the life in the body that has come to this perfect place, into the kind of life from which nothing can separate us from Him. It's increasing tremendously and perpetually. And ascension and rapture has something to do with it. In a moment, this life will clear out and leave the body. What is it that's happening? What shall separate us? Tribulations might come, but they only press us in. They press us nearer to persecution. Tribulations might come, but they only press us in. They press us nearer to persecution, which is the finest thing that can come. Because there, among the persecuted, you get the most ready, the holiest, the purest, the most intentional ones who are filled with God's divine order. All these things work in us, for us. Nothing comes but what is helpful. Trials lift you up. Distress may give you trouble and a sigh, but God causes us to triumph. Greater is He that is in you than all the powers of darkness. Whatever happens to you as you're abiding in Him is the good hand of God upon you, so that you won't lose your inheritance. Every trial is a lifting, and every burden is a place of exchanging strength. God will work. Who can lay anything to the charge of God's elect? People do it, but it makes no difference. God is for us. Eye has not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those that love Him. But unto us it's been revealed by the Spirit. No weapon that is formed against you can prosper. Know the wisdom and purpose of the great hand that's upon you. Glorify God in distresses and persecutions, because that's where the Spirit of God is made manifest. Embrace chastening and correction. Be perfected. Press on to heights, lengths, depths, and breadths. Faith is the victory. The hope is within you. The joy set before you with the peace that passes all understanding. The ways of the flesh are withered in the presence of the purifying of the Word. He who has brought you this far will take you to the end. I've wept bitterly and mourned when I needed God's revelation, but I didn't need to. The Lord lifts up and changes and operates within the body and soul until He can say, there is no spot in you. Yes, there was persecution, tribulation, and distress, but that drew us near. The operation of God by the Spirit is these places of lifting, these places where change happens. Let us not let us go along this path without letting God have His way. God stretched out His hand, covered us with the mantle of His love, and brought us nearer and nearer into the channel of His grace until our heart has been moved and become yielded and has turned to the Lord in a way so that every moment we can see a divine place where God has met us and stretched out his arms and said, "Seek my face. Look unto me. Look and see what great love the Master has for you as he leads you to the fountain of living water. Yield to him. Be led by him, and let God be glorified